All right, if you're eating lunch or dinner, go ahead and put it down. There's a warning. You're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to finish your meal. You have been warned. I want to talk to you today about the Miller Lite and the Bud Light nonsense. If you haven't seen this, Miller Lite, like Bud Light gave them an alley-oop, gave them just the easiest softball. Here, knock it out of the park. And how bad did they whiff? They're deleting their social media posts, and I think they went black on some of their social media accounts. It's a mess, and it's funny. I know there's going to be guys typing away already right now going, I don't drink that yellow garbage. Yes, we know craft beer guys. You drink the hazy IPAs. I know, you Imperial Stout guys. We love you. This is not about what beer you drink. This is about a much bigger picture, and I'm going to take you there and see what you think. You're going to hate this picture I show you. Buckle up, here we go. All right, huge news. Today's episode is brought to you by Blackout Coffee. Y'all know I love them. You want a buzz? They gotcha. You want to support a patriotic company? They gotcha. People love them. Y'all do too. How much so? They are moving to a new facility that is 7 times the size of their old facility. And they just reopened for another round of private investment. Y'all know this, I invested myself personally. Link is below to their new round of investment. It's awesome. Read through it. It's really easy. You're going to love it, and you're going to love the coffee. Link below with the coupon code Blackout Coffee. Big thank you to those people. Big thank you to you people as well. Thank you. Thank you for supporting this. I appreciate y'all. I don't always tell y'all when stuff gets demonetized, but I've been getting hammered lately. I almost never tell y'all this. Been getting hammered lately. So thank you. Picking up t-shirts, awesome. Thank you. Just a killdozer. It's just a killdozer. Ungovernable. A friend of mine the other day said, he said, Johnny, you might be ungovernable, but you're not unincarceratable. I went, it's funny. All right, y'all know this. The Dylan Mulvaney situation hit, and I don't know if there much more needs to be said about it other than the fact that how disconnected is Madison Avenue from the reality of who America is. This is what we used to advertise with and still do in a lot of ways, and it goes down to caveman brain. It goes to basic biology, and it works. I haven't even pulled the pictures right there. I know what I'm going to pull. I'm just going to type in retro beer ads. It's going to be there. I know what it is. It's going to be a lot of bikinis. It's been that way my entire life. Humans have not changed since caveman days. And this is what they're trying to advertise with now. And here's the important part. I'm sorry for showing this to you. Here's the important part. It's not just that they're that disconnected that they want you to, that they think they're going to sell beer with that. It's that if you don't like it, it's now your fault. They're doing this whole new thing now where if a dude like me doesn't want to get with, date, be attracted to a trans woman, it's another dude, then they're a phobe. What a weird time we're alive in. All right. Let's move on to Miller Lite. This is, it's an alley-oop here. Go make money. Corporations only care about one thing, profits, market share. The market share has gone wide open. Come on in. You want some more market share in the yellow beer category? Have at it. Miller Lite, swing and a miss. Now, this is super important. This ad is actually about 6 or 8 weeks old, but it just hit, and people are reacting to it over the last few days. They come out with a very bookish looking woman. They're still using a woman, and she's fit, and she's both of her eyes look in the same direction. I don't know if she's attractive, but she's not. This is a little crass. I don't know another way to say this. I think most guys would go, my buddies would go, wouldn't nobody kick her out of bed. Both of her eyes look in the same direction. They're still using a nice, healthy woman to get attention. But oh no, they're not doing the stuff that they did in the 80s. And here's the ad campaign. If you haven't seen it, they are asking people to send in their old posters from Miller Lite from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and they're going to shred them, make fertilizer. They're serious about this. I saw this commercial. I saw this commercial about 3 days ago. I thought it was satire. I clicked off of it like, it's satire. It's not that funny. Okay, it's a lot funnier knowing that they're serious about this. They are serious. They want to take the old posters, grind them up, and send them to female brewers so they can use the fertilizer to make their own beer. Brewers are not farmers. They don't grow their own frickin' barley and hops. They're not in Europe growing hops. How dumb do they think we are? I remember years ago the first time that I really realized there was a disconnect between the elites and the people. I always knew it was a little bit different. I mean, we all know that. But when Hillary Clinton, I think the moment when she started calling us deplorables, I think that was the moment in my brain things clicked. And the divide has only grown, and I'll say grown exponentially. That's not slippery slope, it's reality. You can look at any pop culture, look at those who have the microphones and those who have control and they have the power. Their disconnect is unbelievable. We had 2.5 years of trust the science, yet not a single article was ever shown to us to say, hey, here's what you should trust. It was just follow, follow, follow. And the problem is, and I think this is what's going to actually get America. I think this is the one that gets us long term, is that there are the elites and all their nonsense, but there are multitudes of NPCs that will do whatever the government says to do. And that's just the reality. Now, that commercial, the Miller Lite, gets even better. They said that if it wasn't for women, we wouldn't have beer. Oh, geez, that hurts my brain. That hurts my brain so bad. And they're trying to, one, divide out, the women did this and men did that. How about humans? Humans came up with beer. Somebody said on the internet yesterday, they said, I think even if women did invent that, I think dudes would have figured that out eventually. Stuff rots, and the rot that comes out of it, the fermentation's pretty awesome. Benjamin Franklin said, beer is proof that God loves us. I think it's fascinating. They're trying to divide. Two, it's patently wrong. The monks are the ones that really dialed in modern beer. They're really the ones, the friars. There ain't no such thing as women friars. Ain't happening. I think the oldest piece of written anything that we have is either from Mesopotamia, Egypt, somewhere over there in the desert, Charlton Heston era, and it's a tablet, clay or wax, one or the other. That's a beer recipe. Yeah, the Egyptians had beer going on long before women, the nuns, got a hold of it. I wrote down a couple things. I said this, are they that disconnected? It's a question for you. Are they that disconnected where they want to go, you know what? We're not going to advertise with women anymore, but while advertising with a woman and with a dumb campaign of shredding old artwork to... Are they that disconnected from us? Two, will they ever listen? America has spoken clearly. I present to you example A, the market share of Bud Light continuing to spiral downward. Will they listen? Dollars do speak. Will they listen? How about an ad campaign that comes out and says, hey, here's a beer. It's really good at an affordable price. And that's the entire campaign. Our beer, it's really good. I love beer. I drink a lot of craft beer. But I know y'all gonna ask. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. Spotted Cow, one of my favorite. Can't get it here. Love it. I like Boulevard in St. Louis. CMMG. Shout out CMMG. When I go visit them, that's what we drink there with my buddies there. I'm not against beer at all. Bigger picture. Get woke. Go broke. I'm Johnny B, reminding you that it's okay to be straight, it's okay to be white, it's okay to be a man, and it's okay to be a Christian.